Alright boys and girls, today we're going to be learning how to add and subtract using our base 10 blocks. If you remember, one of these represents one unit. When you have 10 of these, what does that equal? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, it equals one green 10 block. Now, when you have these, you can replace them and regroup with another one. So let's look at our problem. During playtime, Tommy brought over 23 Legos to play at Billy's house. Billy has 27 of his own Legos. How many total Legos do the boys have? Now looking at this problem, I see two numbers, 23 and 27. Now how would I know if I should add or subtract these numbers? Right, I'll look at the end of the sentence. The end of the sentence is how many total Legos do the boys have? So I know that I take 23 and I add it to 27. So let's try that with our base 10 blocks. I'll have this represent Tommy. Tommy said he had 23. So that would be 1, 2 of the base 10 blocks. And how many of the units? 3. Right. Billy said he had 27 Legos. So how many of these would I need? Right, 2. And how many yellow blocks? Right, 7. Now I'm looking at this, and do you remember what I said earlier? When you have 10 of these units, it equals how many of these green blocks? Right, 1. Looking at what I have here, I see I have 10 units. So that tells me I can replace these with one green block. So in total, how many Legos do Tommy and Billy have? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. So that would tell me I have 50. Let's see how this would look on a number line. Just to refresh your memory, we are adding 23 and 27. So when I look at this number line, I see it's skipping 5 by 5s. Each tack in between, there's 4. Each one of these tacks represents one unit. So if I start at 23 with Tommy's number of Legos, where would I start on this number line? Right here, 23. Now to make this easier for ourselves in finding our answer, I want this to fill up to 10. So I would add 7 to 3 to equal 10. So we're going to jump 7 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you see we had to add 27. So there's our 7. It's easier to jump 10s places when we only have to use the 10s place. So looking at this, I would have to jump 10 twice from 30. So I'd go 1, 2. This equals plus 10, plus 10. And in total, it would be 27. So I would have 23, starting at 23, plus 27, which would get me 50. Okay class, today we're going to start with learning about elapsed time. So we're going to look at this problem. Tina and Amy went to go see the new Hunger Games movie. The movie lasted 2 hours and 15 minutes. If the movie started at 7:45, what time did the movie end? So let's look at our numbers here. The movie lasted 2 hours and 15 minutes. They started at 7:45 p.m. What time did the movie end? So are we going to be adding time or subtracting time? Adding, right, because we want to see after 2 hours and 15 minutes, what time did Tina and Amy leave the movie theater? So we're going to start with 7 hours and 45 minutes. Now, who remembers how many minutes equal an hour? Right, 60. So if I were to have 60 minutes, would I write 60 minutes right here? No, I would write 1 hour. I would write 1, 0, 0. So let's get to solving this problem. So this is our start. 7:45 p.m. Now they said that they were in the movie for 2 hours and 15 minutes. So let's add 15 minutes since that's our smallest unit. Adding 15 to 45 would give us 60. So would I write 60 right here? No, I'd write 0. But since I converted to an hour, this would then become 8 p.m. Now I only have to add 2 hours to this, which makes it a lot easier. So we add 1 hour, which would give us 9. And then we add 1 more hour. What time would that give us? Right, 10. So looking at our time tracker here, they said the movie started at 7:45 and it lasts 2 hours and 15 minutes. If you were to add all this together, what would you get? 15 to 15. So we've completed 2 hours and 15 minutes. And our result was 10. Was that AM or PM? Right. 10 p.m. exactly. Let's see what this would look like at a number line. So just to refresh your memory, we start at 7:45 p.m. and then the movie is 2 hours, 15 minutes. So here on this number line, I have hours, the time, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then each one of these little tick marks represent 15 minutes. So since I have 7 and 7:30, and you minus 15 minutes from 30, what would that be? 7:15, right? And this would be 7:45, 8, 8:15, and so on. So we're going to start at 7:45 because that's when the movie started. Where would that be on this number line? Right, it would be right here. 7:45. That's where we're going to start. Now, like we did earlier, we want to regroup. So 15 minutes plus 45 minutes would equal 60, which would then complete the hour. So if we wanted to move 15 minutes, how many spaces would we move? Right, 1 plus 15. Great. So now we've eliminated the minutes. Now we only have to worry about the hours. 2 hours. And that's easier to do with the number line. So, to move 2 hours on this number line, we'd jump an hour, which would get us 8 to 9. Can we do that one more time? 9 to 10. Plus an hour. Plus an hour. So you see up here, we have 2 hours and 15 minutes, the length of the movie. Since we jumped that much time, where did we end? 10. Exactly. Now would that be AM or PM? p.m. Great. So the movie ended at 10 p.m. That's when Amy and Tina left the theater.